Yeehaw! It's Nick's wild history of Hollywood's West.
Texas, so don't spend too much of your own money, right? We're going to divide up into 4 parties. And we'll hit all the farms and the trails to make a big circle. And we're bound to come across somebody that's seen these skunks.
Who's the fella who owns this shithole?
Unforgiven was Clint Eastwood's last Western. It tells the story of William Money, an aging outlaw and gunslinger pulled out of retirement for one last job. Some assholes scarred a whore in a little frontier town, and the whores put a bounty on them, much against the sheriff's will. The sheriff makes a decree that no man is to go hunting for the bandits, but Money and his partner, played by Morgan Freeman, don't care, they need the money. Tagging along with them is a young boy who thinks he can run with the big dogs, but he soon finds out gunslinging isn't all it's cracked up to be. There's also some English asshole and a writer who's trying to tell the myth of the Old West. This film is a masterpiece, well deserving of the Best Picture it won, finally cementing Eastwood as a great director, for those who didn't want to acknowledge it yet. It's another Death of the West film, with the writer realizing just how much of a myth it all is, and William Money being the conclusion of Eastwood's outlaw gunslinger characters. Really, I view this film as the third in a trilogy. First, you have The Man with No Name, let's say for a few dollars more, where he's young, angry, shooting first, asking questions later, and not caring if he lives or dies. Then you have Josie Wales, where the character has grown up and matured a little, running because he's scared, not because he has nothing better to do, and finally settling down and making peace with himself. Now you have this guy, old, washed up, trying to forget his old life, but being drawn in and reverting to his old ways. This film was to Eastwood as The Shootist was to Wayne, a swan song to the genre that made him famous. Of course, his real final film that said goodbye to everything was Gran Torino, but that's not a Western. It was remade in Japan in 2013, featuring a samurai setting, and isn't that appropriate, as Eastwood's first big film, Fistful of Dollars, was a Western remake of a Japanese film. It all comes full circle, kind of like our final entry in this history.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have.